Hi. Hello.
Hello. Civilized. Okay. So, I spent the weekend thinking about Mike Patton. Um, I first remember seeing Mike Patton in the band Faith No More, their epic video in 1990. Um, Faith No More checked off a few boxes for me at the time, mainly the look test, of what a rock band should be. So they performed rock music. That was the requirement, number one. They had to be a five-piece ensemble, all dudes. The lead singer who didn't play an instrument. They had to have a drummer, bassist, two electric guitar players, and had to have made at least one video for MTV because for me, and I believe most people of my generation, that's how you got music, was MTV. But Faith No More was too out there for my liking. I probably couldn't have told you this then, but looking back, this was not my California sound. When I think about what I liked from my California rock bands, I would prefer, to like the Sunset Strip. Masculinity, big hair, hot girl groupies, slick production, images of playing stadiums, substance use. Watch Guns N' Roses' Paradise City, and it checks off all those boxes. The music video Epic, I remember it had a lot of fluorescent colors, had rapping, a nutty lead singer, a guitar player who looked like a poor dog Slash playing on a tiny chrome Matchbox car for a guitar. Immediately I hated them, especially the guitar player, and a close second was the lead singer, Mike Patton. They also had a keyboardist instead of a second guitar player, no overt drug references, no hot girls, and a dying fish at the end. Come on. Doing the math, I likely held the same opinion of Faith No More until I met two new and exciting people in freshman drafting class at Henry Clay High School in Lexington, Kentucky in 1990.
Who are we?
The Blue Devils!
And why are we
in the...
Morgan and Dave became two of my very best friends and a huge influence on shaping my music principles that I hold to this day. Hanging out with them on weekend nights became my musical education. It didn't take many trips to the classroom in Morgan's room of his house to quickly change my perspective on Faith No More. Their love of Faith No More was obvious and would have them on heavy rotation all the time. My friend's influence opened my love for rock music through Faith No More, and particularly Mike Patton, the lead singer. I realized through my friend's influence some of my ideals of a rock band shifting. The girls, the ensemble, the video content I desired were not important. What was important, and delivered in spades by Mike Patton and Faith No More, was uniqueness, talent, an aggressive percussive sound enhanced by high volume playback, expressive vocals, medium bitey guitar licks. Simple. It wasn't Faith No More directly or alone that made the psychic shift happen for me. It was through Mike Patton's lesser known and first band, Mr. Bungle. This band had no music videos, thus no presence on MTV. It would have been impossible because Mr. Bungle was too weird and too explicit for a platform like MTV. Bringing no video baggage to my experience, we would listen to the album while smoking pot, clove cigarettes, drinking deuces, 40s. And I note here, a good friend does not spill the gravity bong on your friend's carpet. I had to say I'm sorry for that one and go pray about it. Mr. Bungle shattered my view of a rock band. They had keys, used musical styles reminiscent of carnival music, insane vocal voicings, lyrics more about masturbation than sex with girls. To me, nothing surprising could come out of the speakers while listening to Mr. Bungle. The only common thread to my view of rock music was heavy guitar, percussion, and a heaping spoonful of screaming vocals. It took some time. After copious amounts of loving Mr. Bungle, I became a faithful fan of Faith No More, even the epic video I once despised. I remember specifically my tune changing on Faith No More when I heard their cover of War Pigs on the Live from Brixton Academy album. They covered this song on their album The Real Thing, which had Epic. But I didn't connect to that version. The live version I loved because it connected my love of Mr. Bungle to Faith No More. To this day, I love listening to this version of War Pigs the most. It has been covered so many times by so many people, but to my ears, this version reigns supreme. The drums, the bass, the guitars are on point, but nothing special. It sounds like Faith No More. That's good. But what got me then and sticks with me today is when the guitar solo starts, Mike Patton lays down on the ground. Up to this point, his performance is effortless and excellent. He is clearly a master at vocals. But now laying down, he introduces a new element to his performance of the song, irreverence. He continues the following verse, belting out the tune from his back with the same quality as previous verses. He sits up in the middle and continues until standing up and belting, "Hand of God has struck the hour." What the fuck? He continues. He continues with a surgeon's utility of silliness, poking fun at himself, the song, the performance, and finishing the verse, "Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh, Lord, yeah." I don't do it justice.
When darkness won't stop stirring, this is where the body's burning. No more war pigs have the power. And God has struck the hour. Underneath the war pigs crawling, begging mercy for their sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh Lord, yeah.
Last weekend I paid homage to Mike Patton with a listening party for my own ears, and I asked a friend for some of his favorite tunes featuring this brilliant artist. Phantomos, I don't know if I'm saying that right, their album The Director's Cut, and Tomahawk Anonymous were his contributions, and they are great. I still need to really dig deep in them to really appreciate what is going on there. Mike Patton's work isn't something easily consumed and discarded. It has a hard barrier of entry, but once there, I'm channeled in for the long haul. These are characteristics I find in the artists I really love. To bookend my weekend, I thought, why not try a Mike Patton tune on my acoustic guitar? Seems like a real Mike Patton kind of thing to do if I don't think about it too much. So I went forth doing this and spent a few hours trying to learn Star AD. off the album King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime. Now, that album means quite a lot to me because that album came out in 94-ish, 95-ish, 96-ish, 95, 96, something like that. But it meant playing at my highest level of club soccer. It meant no girls in my life. It meant meeting new and exciting people, friendships
Walk
inside
down
of my soccer
Alameda,
world,
shuffling
which
your
was
deck
pretty much my
of trick
world at the
cards
time.
over everyone.
It just seems like a time of
Like some
expansion.
fresh.
And King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime was the soundtrack to that. Anyways, so I recorded my acoustic guitar version of Star AD, which is crazy. I don't know what I think about it myself, but it sure was fun digging into what Mike Patton means to me. Also, it seems a necessary part of my process in life is mirroring those I love, whatever that means. It's a cliffhanger to my next therapy session. So, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have a great day, folks.
See tomorrow dreaming. You don't need your freedom. A little joke that's understood. It's all over for the world. Little joke that's understood. It's all over for the world. Little joke that's understood. See tomorrow dreaming. are freedom. We are forever. 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 A little joke that's understood. It's all over for the world. A little joke that's understood. It's all over for the world. A little joke that's understood. It's all over for the world. A little joke that's understood. It's all over for the world. A little joke that's understood. It's all over for the world. A little joke that's understood. It's all over for the world. A little joke that's understood. It's all over.